Welcome again, Aries. It's July 2015. I'm Dadhichi Toth from astrology.com.au, looking at the brief synopsis of what's happening to you this month. So, rather than going through the chronological readings that I normally give, recently I've started to do more of a thematic approach, as some of you know. This month is very, very significant from the point of view that your ruling planet Mars, transiting your fourth house of family, domestics, early family life, mother, is very near to the Sun. Mars is therefore what we call in combustion right now. As it moves closer and closer to the Sun, the impact of this can be felt on you. And planets don't feel that comfortable being this near to the Sun, so I guess it is a particular concern, especially for your health, your well-being, and naturally relating to those things associated with your family life. Problems can ensue there. So you need to really be on top of that. The Sun is also very fiery, and that combo brings with it some issues, some anger, some repercussions in the family circle. And this again has to do with maybe your impatience, your inability to, just keep a lid on it for a while and just ride the storm, rather than trying to reactively take control of it. You do have that nicely positioned Mercury in the sign of Gemini, and that gives you the ability to communicate your ideas quite well. But you're going to have an uphill battle with that, because you've got some rather difficult aspects as well to that Sun-Mars combination. Now, the full moon takes place early in the month, around the 2nd of July. Pardon me. And that full moon is going to occur very near to the planet Pluto in your 10th house of career. So this shows some rather transformative things occurring in that area as well. The 10th house and the 4th house are opposite each other. And that, in general terms, is quite often what happens when we see people that are, preoccupied or married to their work. The whole family work imbalance starts to take control of their lives, and that is something you need to be very, very careful of. Apart from that conflict, there are some issues that are occurring here right now at this stage of your life, which may have a lot to say about your connection to the work that you're doing, and whether or not that's serving you in the sense of helping you regenerate your spiritual and creative connection to the work that you do. So that's something I think you need to pay close attention to this month, as that will be something that can evoke those emotional responses within your nature. We see Saturn is still there in the 8th house, just at the 29th degree, just about to leave that, difficult 8th house of your horoscope, only to go into retrograde motion. Now, I spoke about retrograde motion on several occasions here, telling the viewers that, it's not just Mercury retrograde that has impact on your life. The other planets, including Saturn, as we see now, Neptune as well, and Pluto, the planet we were just referring to, all in retrogression at this point in time. So it is certainly, Uranus as well in your sun sign. So it's not just Mercury. These other planets are, presenting you with an intensification of those effects in some of these other areas of your life. 8th house is your personal intimacy, your shared resources, That again is intimately linked to this full moon that I'm talking about, because the full moon occurs in the sign of Capricorn, and Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. So being there in the 8th house, this is again a transformative house. So we look at the repetitive quality of these themes astrologically to try to establish what the general theme is in your life and how that's going to play out. And that, I think, is an important one. Swinging back around the 16th, we see the new moon this month for you, Aries, taking place in your 4th house. Again, we talked about this with the combustion of your ruling planet Mars. The new moon there indicating after this time some fresh approach to dealing with your problems and with the issues that are at hand, and most likely with some benefits at that time. Fortunately, too, I might say that the position of the Sun now is going to improve, because it's already past the conjunction of Mars, your ruler. That means that rather than intensifying, at least in this area of your life, we can start to see things settling down a little bit and moving forward as the month progresses. So by the second week, I see that as being an improved situation. And of course, the new moon of the 16th will open a bright new pathway for you in that respect, bringing with it some renewed confidence that you can solve those problems and re-establish those relationships that may have been a little frayed at this time. Now, the other nice combination of planets that I see this month, and exactly in the same degree, are the planets Venus and Jupiter in your 5th house of love affairs at around 21 degrees. This, in some Eastern systems of astrology, is called a planetary war. And Venus actually wins this war, which is the planet relating to your relationships and most personal and significant business associations too. So that would have to be given weight or preference against Jupiter, which is ruling your 12th house of, let's say, expenses, 9th house of travels and that sort of thing. So if, for example, you were having some thoughts about making a decision to travel or not, and having to weigh that up against what your significant other is expecting or desiring, then it's quite likely you will err in favour of the other party and what their wishes are. The past karmic node is also interestingly shortly going to move out of your sun sign. So a lot of these past issues you've been nursing or working through will probably intensify now as well over the next month or so. So here's a prime opportunity for you to bury the hatchet and put aside all of those things that have been a problem for you, especially in your relationships, because I've talked about that as well, that the North Node is having a very marked impact on your relationship sector, your karma, what you're destined to work through and to be challenged with, is shown by this very important transit. So communicating, talking, putting aside your differences, and not allowing the impulsive responses during this combustion phase of your ruling planet will be the keys to finding some satisfaction this month, Aries. I hope that's helped. For a more personal reading, I'm more than happy to make myself available if you need some help. You can contact me at the website or at my email. The website is astrology.com.au, and my email address is dadhichi@astrology.com.au. Till next month, take care and good luck.